Hello and welcome to our bite-sized on-demand recording where we're going to look at the administrative support for the Model 5 V Cert Level 1-2 Technical Awards. This section will cover key information for the exam officers. On the assessment support page, you'll find everything you'll need to support you with the assessment. In special considerations, you'll find the special considerations policy, the definition, timescales, and how to submit a request for external and internal assessments. In the access arrangements and reasonable adjustments section, you'll find everything you need to know, as well as paper modifications for our qualifications, including the way that their assessments can be achieved and the associated policies with them. Assessment and result queries is where you can find documents, guidance and inquiry forms for assessment results for our qualifications. In the certificate page, you'll find everything you need to know about certificates for the NCFE and cash qualifications, including sample certificates, invalid certificate form and a replacement certificates. And lastly, in assessment regulations and guides is where you'll find our internal controlled assessment regulations and our external assessment regulations, which we'll cover in the next few slides. Now, stay on track with up-and-coming tasks and deadlines using our visual timeline, which outlines key dates, submission requirements and actions. Access it on our moderation webpage under Planning Your Delivery. Along with our admin training, this training will guide you through the admin duties required and help ensure everything is completed correctly and efficiently. Page where you'll find everything you need if you're an NCFE customer who needs to contact us or a learner wanting to know where you can study NCFE qualifications. Now, NCFE policies that fully align with JCQ are the special considerations, malpractice, secure dispatch of scripts and appeals. NCFE policies and process unique to NCFE, either because they differ from JCQ or a controlled assessment organisation level. NCFE don't use access arrangements, online access arrangements or recorded via the portal upon registration. Timescales for access arrangements might vary, so please refer to our documentation on the website. Now, coloured paper requests are included and produced by NCFE. Please retain any evidence to support the learner's application for sampling. Access to assessment papers digitally and delivery, return of hard copies of paper. So all hard copies of papers will arrive 3 working days in advance of each assessment. Digital copies of paper-based assessments will be available 1 working day before the assessment date. Assessments accessed and returned digitally will be available 3 working days before the assessment. Key codes for on-screen assessments are available 5 days before the assessment date. Now, hard copies of paper should be returned to NCFE within 2 working days. Uploads for assessments returned digitally, this is not through CertPass, can begin immediately after the assessment window opens and should be completed within 3 working days of the assessment conclusion. Restrictions are in place for file size applicable to the video content. Files cannot be compressed or zips. We have a YouTube bite-sized video which will provide more information. Now, on-screen assessment is available through CertPass for V Certs and is booked through the portal. Now, if you deliver any of our functional skills, this is booked directly through the CertPass system, so there is a slight difference. The system will generate a key code that will be available for 5 days before the assessment to use to access the live assessment. Now, if you decide to use the on-screen assessment for the examined assessment, you must state this at the booking stage, and all schools must be registered for on-screen assessment for this to take place. Now, assessment variation requests. So submit an assessment variation form that's available on our website if there is a change of assessment location, time or date, or if you've had any timetable clashes, which are often inevitable, and these are managed internally within your centres. Do include as many controls and mitigating factors as possible in your AVR application. And we also hold annual consultations on key dates that take place in May for the following summer's assessments for V Certs. Result processes that include inquiries about results, access to scripts and reviews of marking, inquiries about a result, external assessments. So option 1, clerical check. Option 2, review of marking. Student scores and grades may increase or decrease or remain the same. And then reviews of moderation, internal assessments. Now check on the original moderation to make sure the assessment criteria has been applied fairly, reliable and consistently, and that will be available by unit component for all learners on the cohort. And this is just a roundup now to complete this section. So NCFE regulations mirror JCQ with some key, mainly system-related differences. NCFE do not align with KEP, that's your centre admin portal. So all equivalent NCFE forms are available through the portal or website. NCFE do not utilise access arrangements online, reasonable adjustment process as previous on the relevant slide. NCFE regulations include appendix on supervised assessments. Okay, we're just going to have a little quick look at using the portal. So the portal is a secure website that allows you to register your learners, edit learner details, add access arrangements and reasonable adjustments, book learners for paper-based external assessments and controlled assessment, view learners' results for external assessments, submit internal unit for graded qualifications, claim learner certificates, view learners' e-certificates. Now, once your school has gained initial approval, you will be set up as a main portal user with full permissions, and this person can then set up any other users. Exams officers are crucial to the successful running and administration of exams, and customer support team have created an exams officer area on the website with links to everything you may need. You'll find monthly updates and reminders for things like assessment windows and reasonable adjustments, as well as support and information regarding training and support, results information and post-result service. Now on this slide, we've included some of the useful links for you to refer to if you require any further information or support. We would appreciate it if you could complete our evaluation form. Your feedback will help us with our support offer. And I would just like to say thank you. And on behalf of everybody here at NCFE, we wish you a very successful year.